Hi, welcome to Surviving and Thriving, the Single Mom Hustle. My name is Star and welcome to the channel. The first piece of advice I'm going to give you is to definitely check out the first video I've ever uploaded on YouTube. It's going to give you a lot more information about who I am, the resources I can provide for you, who the channel is for, and what the channel is actually about. And it'll talk to you about the ebook that I compiled for $3 that I sell on Amazon that will give you all the resources you'll ever need for being a single mom. Okay, so this video is going to be about our tax refunds. We're going to go over how to fill out your tax forms effectively to get you the most money back. We're going to talk about where to get our taxes done absolutely for free. We're going to talk about what number you need to hit throughout the year to make and to get the most refund money back to you. We're also going to talk about how to spend your tax money efficiently to maximize your future. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is how to effectively fill out your tax paperwork when you start a job. When you go to a job and you start a new job, you want to claim not single, you want to claim head of household if you're a single mom, okay? If it's you and your kids, you're the head of the household. Claim head of household. That gives you more money back on your tax fund refund check. Also, you want to claim zero. You want to claim zero on everything, okay? If the job's like, oh, do you have 4 dependents, 4 kids, you can claim 4. Don't do that. You can really claim like 26. Don't claim anything other than 0, okay? That's going to give you the most money back on that tax refund check. Now, the way that works is if you claim 0, they take a little bit more money out of your paycheck every week, but you're going to get more back in that tax refund if you just claim 0. Take my word for it. I've been doing this for 20 years and I know how this works now. Okay, also where to get your taxes done for free. Literally stop going to H&R Block. I don't care that we're getting $9,000 back in tax refund money. I want that $395 they charge, okay, right? So you can get your taxes done completely free. This is a national organization program that everybody can qualify if you make under $100,000. So the program is called VITA, V-I-T-A, and their phone number is 1-800-906-9887. You can also find them online, VITA. They are linked to the IRS, so it's completely safe and effective, okay? So as long as you make, like I said, something outrageous like under $100,000 a year, you qualify for this program. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna call that number and an automated system is going to pick up and it's gonna ask for your zip code. So you're gonna tell them your zip code. And then somebody will actually get on the line and be like, ask you like 3 questions, like how many kids do you have? How much do you make a year? Simple things, okay? And then they're going to give you options of the closest place to get your taxes done for free. It could be a church, it could be an office building, it could be a VFW. They're gonna go from the closest place to your house to the furthest place away, okay? Very easy. So that's where we wanna get our taxes actually done. The next thing we're going to talk about is what is the number you need to strive to make throughout the year to get the most tax refund back to you. And that number is so low, okay? I'm 40 now and I had a child at 21. When I had a child at 21, I blew the money, okay? Year 22, I was like, you know what? I'm going to figure out what's the most money I can make to get the biggest refund back to me. I looked it up. It was $14,000. Okay, it was $14,000 all year long. I just had to make $14,000 and I would get the biggest refund back to me. Of course, that was 20 years ago. So before I made this video, I looked it up. It's only $16,000 now. Okay, if you make $16,000, which you could literally do as a paper boy, you will get that most refund money back to you. So single mamas, you're gonna want to strive to hit that $16,000 mark. Now, if you don't hit that $16,000 mark and you made $6,000 for the year, you're still gonna get a huge chunk back. This is just the number that's going to maximize that tax refund money back to you, okay? So we're gonna strive for that amount. All right, the next thing we're gonna talk about is how to spend your tax fund money check. to maximize your future. So I'm going to tell you a story. I had a child at 21, and at 22 I did my taxes, and the lady was like, you're getting like $8,000 back. And I was like, $8,000, you know, oh my god. So I was a single mom, and I didn't have like much experience at that age, and let's be real, I took that $8,000 and I blew it, just like a lot of us do with our tax refund. We are buying shit. We're literally just buying shit. Then I sat on my couch like 5 weeks later and was like, oh my god, how am I going to pay my light bill? So don't do that. Stop doing that. That money is such a resource to you as a single mom. Stop looking at it as like, oh, this is a free shopping spree once a year. No, this is a resource. This is a stepping stone, and this is how we're going to get out of that single mom struggle, and we're going to build a future for ourselves and our children. So how we're going to spend that money is we are not going on a shopping spree. We're not buying crap. What we're going to do is we're going to invest in our future, whether it be our near future or our further away future. So the first thing I am going to suggest is we're going to want to pay our bills off ahead of time. So say your cell phone bill, stop paying Verizon a monthly bill. Go to Walmart and get a Straight Talk iPhone, okay? And then get the Straight Talk plan that covers your phone for a whole year. It's $550, okay? You're gonna take $550 and still have like a zillion dollars left, but now you're not gonna have a phone bill. Your phone's never getting shut off for the year, and you're going to have your phone bill completely paid for. Next thing, if you have a car, pay off your car insurance for the whole 6 months. That gives you a free 6 months of when you're getting your paychecks in. Now you don't have to pay for a phone bill. Now you don't have to pay for your car insurance, okay? Now we're saving money. Another thing is if you have a car, I would really recommend getting the AAA membership gold, okay? You can get it right online, or you can go to any AAA. And what that does for you, that gives you 5 tows. If your car is going to break down, they'll tow your car within 200 miles of wherever you want it towed. They'll bring you gas if you run out of gas. They will come jump your car. They will come unlock your keys. That's an investment. You don't want to get caught without that. I know that as a single mom. So you're going to want to pay bills ahead of time. That frees up, so like when you get that your check every week, you're freeing up money where we can now save money. I don't know what bill you have, you obviously do, so you're gonna sit down and figure out what bills you can pay ahead of time and just do that step one. Get that money right off the table where everything's paid, and now let's see what we have left over, okay? So we're gonna wanna pay bills ahead of time. Maybe your biggest expense is your rent, and you're always worried about not having housing or having rent and making that rent bill. Maybe you want to be that mom and be like, you know what, I'm going to take my entire tax refund check for $12,000 and I'm going to pay my rent off for the entire year. Do it, okay? Pay your rent off for the entire year if that's what you choose. Now every paycheck that you have is yours. We can save that. We can invest that. We can do something other than pay rent to somebody else, okay? And now you can go to bed at night and not have to worry about not having a place to live for a whole year. That's gonna feel amazing, okay? All right, next thing is, say you're not in a position where you really need to do everything I just said. Say you're on the next step in your motherhood journey and you're like, you know what, I want to build my future down the road. Use this tax money refund check to do that, okay? If you're in a position where you can save these tax money refund checks for 1 year, 2 year, or 3 years, in 2 years, you could have close to enough money for a down payment on a house, okay? Or say you're one of those girlies that wants to buy a plot of land and do that homesteading thing. Save that tax refund check 2 or 3 times, 2 years down the road or 3 years down the road. Save that tax money, okay? Say you're one of those people that want to do that van life. I want to take my kids on the road. I want to get an RV. I want to do that van life trend or whatever. And that's what you dream of. Do the same thing, okay? The trick with this is to open a savings account that's not already linked to your checkings account. So say your bank is Bank of America. Don't go to Bank of America and be like, I want to open a savings account, because that's really easy on your cell phone to just switch from savings and transfer that money to checkings. Go to a completely different bank and open just a savings account, okay? And then deposit that tax refund check in there 1 year, and then the second year. The key to this is to save it. Do not touch this money. Do not touch it, okay? Do whatever you gotta do to get by to not touch this money. The key to the success here is to set it and forget it, you know? Put it in there and act like you don't even have it anymore, okay? That's how you're gonna save it. So in 3 years, instead of buying a bunch of crap every year and going on stupid, outrageous trips and blowing that money in 5 weeks, save that money, okay? Save that money and build your future with it. You have your kids for 18 years. You could do this for 18 times, you know? And especially the amount of kids, sorry, my cat, I'm not an influencer, here she is. She's very needy. She's my 3rd child. So can you get a life? I'm busy. So that's what you're going to want to do with your tax refund checks. You want to spend ahead, pay those bills off, or save that money. Do not take that money and go buy TVs and curtains. Stop thinking that this money is a free shopping spree, and start looking at this money as like, this is a resource, this is a stepping stone, this is my free ticket to get out of this struggled lifestyle I'm in. Use this money for your advantage, okay? So recap, now we know how to effectively fill out our tax forms. We know where to get our taxes done for free completely. And that number that we need to strive throughout the year to get the most refund money back. And start planning now of how you want to use that tax refund money to better yourself, to maximize your future success, whether it's, you know, this year's future success or in 3 years future success, okay? So I will see you in a few days when I upload a new topic. And like I said, definitely try out my $3 ebook. Will give you tips and tricks. It's linked in the bio, and it's the book that I wish I had as a single mom for the last 20 years. All right, have a good day, guys.